All right. Back at going through Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay. I decided to stream to YouTube instead of Twitch just because it will save as a library of videos. I know that Twitch will save your videos for a short period of time as well, but I thought about the kind of commentary that I'm doing, and even if nobody's watching, I think it would be better to store that commentary on YouTube. I considered going to Kick, but I see somebody has taken my username or my handle, whatever you want. And so I'm going to see about finding the YouTube chat and putting it on my screen here. It doesn't want to open up and make the chat box bigger. There we go. All right. So I played about 3 hours, 3.5 hours of the intro story, or the story intro, whatever. I talked a little bit about Dutch as a character. This is my first playthrough in its entirety. I've played a little bit of Red Dead when it first came out years ago. It was a game that my friend purchased on his PlayStation, and we had like shared or linked accounts and like PlayStations at the time, so I was able to play a little bit of it. So I've seen some of the story. I don't really remember it. The farthest I got, I think, in the story, and I don't even really remember too much about it. I wasn't really interested in the story, just the gunplay and the open world and hunting and all the stuff. And I played a little bit of Red Dead Online on the PlayStation a handful of years ago. So I know a little bit about the characters, a little bit about the story. And so in my playthrough, my last playthrough episode, it was the first one, and I had gone to stream on Twitch, and then thinking about it a little bit about archiving this playthrough, I decided to jump onto YouTube as a better system, I think, for capturing this playthrough and archiving it, that sort of thing. So I talked a bit about the dynamic that the game was setting up with the first story, or the first mission, the intro mission, and I'm still at the cabin in the snow. I've just got to a point where I can save manually, so like the first mission's complete, and I'm about to start exploring the camp that they've made at the homestead in the snow in the mountains. And I was starting to talk about the relationship dynamic between Dutch and Arthur, and knowing a little bit about, and not knowing the specifics about Dutch later on in the story, but knowing that he, I guess, comes to be seen as a villain, or he'll end up betraying the group or something. I don't know the details or whatever, but I know that Arthur, I guess becomes seen as the leader. Most things are struggles between leadership. Most stories are struggles between a kind of leadership and purpose, leadership and meaning sort of go together. Stories and symbols and these sorts of things. There's a close relationship between structures of authority and the interplay between one place that has a different kind of structure and the other place that has a different kind of structure, and sort of this story's kind of at the border, at the frontier of, it's exploring how you go from one place to another, or one set of rules to another, and how civilization kind of goes out and captures material, captures land and resources in order to bring it into their purpose, or bring it into the use of, groups or whatever, in order to fulfill the purpose of that group, to fulfill the purpose or the intention or the meaning of whoever is seeking to act in the world, is seeking to participate in creation and to subdue, some people call subdue the world, or to act in the world. And so a lot of stories and symbolism are this play, or this mediation between in between places and in between spaces. So I was starting to sort of talk about how that feels. Everybody's got their own perception of reality. Everybody's got their own framework, their own eyes and perspective that they see the world through, and they see things that are either useful to them and useful for their purposes, or not, or it's like, so things are either getting in their way, or they're either helping them. And most things that, if you don't see it getting in your way, or if you don't see it helping you, you won't even really see it at all. It'll just, your mind will render it irrelevant. And so I think what this story is exploring is it is exploring that boundary, that frontier between one time and another. And so history can sort of be seen as this succession of time taking itself over. Every moment has these qualities and all these different aspects and things that contribute to the moment. But everybody's got their own intentions, everybody's got their own ideas, everybody's got their own plan, everybody's got their own motivations. And so when we're acting in the world as human beings, we're always watching and attending, and we're always trying to see where we are and to orient ourselves and compare in relationship to other people. And so it's this grand procession of intents, and this procession of meaning and characters and milestones and all these different um, notions that people are trying to live out, right? And so some things are obvious, some things are not, some things are a mystery and hidden, and some things are, become to show to be revealed. And so this whole exploring, this whole frontier idea is there's all sorts of examples that can be drawn from in the story to kind of highlight how human beings are like this mediating force between like purpose and material, and we're trying to match those things together and to create the world out of it. And these things can miss each other, and things can fall apart, and plans can go wrong, and so there's always this adaptation, there's always this struggling to divine and to legislate the world, and to be part of it, and to find our place in it, sort of thing. A tale as old as time, by the way. Shoot. Sorry. I'm trying to keep my headphone cord out of the way, but I keep snagging it with my hands. My bad. So I think this story is really trying to explore that, right? It's at the fringes of things, at the edges of things, is where you transition from one place to another. This is sort of the image of bridges. It's like two places that are separated, and they're trying to find out how can we get from one place to another. It's this the symbols of doors and windows and these portals, right? It's like walking through one space to another, going from inside to outside, or from one room to another, or from one country to another. It's like these spaces have to mediate between each other, talking to people, having conversation. You have to mediate between who you are and who they are, and you have to find some way of connecting these things, and to build, and to formulate, and to weave together different threads of things. And so this story, I think, does a great job, or has done a great job of things so far. For instance, how you follow behind Dutch in the first part of the mission, and how he's not letting you catch up to him. He's Arthur's asking about the money and asking about things that happened in the past, and we all come into life not knowing what happened before us, and we don't know our ancestors, and we don't know what came before. And so if we feel like, I think Arthur does, is that the more you kind of know about your situation and the people around you, the more you can be an effective participant in the world and effective in the group, and you can make decisions that don't lead to mysterious outcomes. You can kind of be successful in the way that you approach chaos, and you can overcome it. And so I think the dynamic that they set up with going out into the wilderness to find Micah and to see what he's doing, and to account for him. Dutch is always telling you, hurry up, come on, we're like, let's go ahead, and it creates this really interesting dynamic between Arthur, who's obviously not the leader, right? Dutch is the leader, and he performs leadership actions. He rallies the people around him, he delegates, he keeps account of the resources he has, whether it's people or access or things that they need to be done, right? So he performs all these leadership roles really well. But I think he's a parasite because he's only performing. He's not really participating in leadership. He's performing leadership. He's
he's saying the right things and doing the right things, that everybody looks and they say, that's a leader. He's doing all these things, but really he's hiding information from people. He's always trying to keep them moving so that there's no time to stop and really think about what's going on. He's just trying to keep people going and hiding things from them. And so what that does, it creates dependency, right? It artificially creates dependency, and I say artificially because it's not real. It's used as a tool. He uses his leadership as a tool to keep people following him because he's reliant on everybody to accomplish his goals and his intentions. And so because everybody has these competing intentions, like everybody's got this sort of individual, part to play. They have to maintain themselves, they have to eat, but they may not know what to do, and so they look to other people who do know what to do. And this is sort of the dynamics of any kind of organization, and this is how it kind of works. But what I really like about the scene about Dutch is that he's aware of these dynamics. He knows how to turn them towards him and his goals, or against them, and adapt. So, for instance, he hides from Arthur the location of the money. Like, Arthur asks him, he says, "Where's the money? Like, what's going on with that?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it. I know where it is. I know how to find it. You don't worry about those sorts of things." And so it creates this dependence on Dutch to have things, or to get things. And so what I've come to understand is that people control you, only to the degree to which you are dependent on them for something. And so people will abuse your trust, they'll abuse your dependence on them in order to get what they want. Um, and it's really interesting. It's an indicator that Arthur asks about it. He says he wants to know where the money is. Like, it's not Dutch that brings it up, it's Arthur that brings it up. And so you can tell just by the fact that he brings it up, that's important to him. And so people will talk about what's important to them. Kind of like how, if you won't talk about things if they're not either harming you from achieving your goals or helping you to achieve your goals, right? And so the fact that he brings it up is basically, it's telling Dutch, he's still dependent on me to, so he can leverage the knowledge of where this money is. He can use it as leverage to sort of to get what he wants. I also talked about how they're both riding horses, right? A horse is this ability to increase your range, increase your body. It's this idea of mastery over something. You have control over something. You can guide it to your will. You can go farther. You can do more things. So you can extend your authority by riding a horse. And so they both have a horse. And what's really fascinating to me, what's really interesting to me, was that they both also had a lamp. The fact that you have your own lamp, you have your own ability to sort of shine on the path into which you're going, your own authority and autonomy to sort of shine the light onto the path. And it's not like you're following Dutch out into the wilderness and he's the only one that has the light. You both have a lantern. So I think it's kind of foreshadowing Arthur's individual nature, that he has his own internal sense, his own personal sense of illumination. He's got his own capacity for that. And I really like how Dutch is always moving ahead. He's never letting Arthur catch up, right? And some people might not, you might just pass over these sorts of things and not really notice them. But I think Red Dead Redemption does a great job at environmental gameplay storytelling, where you're learning, how to follow people, you're learning how the horse works, you're learning how a gun works, all these sorts of things. But it's based in like a microcosm of, first of all, they're aware that you're interacting with a game, right? So in the same way that I said, in the same way that Dutch approaches things, and enters into spaces and pays attention and finds his resources and delegates, and he's a leader in this sense, is that you have to the game developers are aware that the player comes into the story as, like, if you didn't have somebody listening, you couldn't tell a story, so it's aware of that as a microcosm. And so I think that establishing that Dutch and Arthur and Micah meet up to go to this other homestead, and that things go wrong because there's a dead body there, and it turns out that they had killed the husband of that homestead and they were keeping his wife downstairs in a cellar. um they're desperate, but they need help, and so it's like this play between needing help and needing authority to sort of give you things, but you're also trying to act in the world and be your own authority, right? And so I think the relationship between Arthur and Dutch is really harkens back to everybody's life, in the sense that you're reliant on your parents when you're born. It's just nature. You don't know any information. You have to ask for things. You're dependent. And so the same way that you're kind of dependent on the game to tell you how things work, they communicate it to you in this story where you're following Dutch. And but eventually, as you learn more in life and in this game, you start to act on your own. You have your own sense of free will, and you have your own decisions to make and your own consequences to live through. And I'm getting all that. I got all that just from sort of asking myself about these dynamics and these relationships from these characters going into the first mission. And the reason that I'm hashing all this out is, one, because it's always good to point at examples of symbolism, but because I did the first recording on Twitch, I kind of want to establish sort of where I was and what I was talking about, because I reflected a lot on this rushing through things. Not just trying to rush you through. For a good like 20 minutes, I was just walking around with the horse talking. And Dutch is over there at the end, like, oh, hurry up, and why are we gonna take, why are we taking so long? And that's a really good symbol of how life can be, right? It's like your parents need to get you places, you need to do things, you don't really know why, you kind of go along to get along until you can kind of make your own decisions. But then those people they don't know everything, and not everybody knows everything, and so we're all part of this big exploration of the mystery of creation. Whoa, that's a bar. Exploration of the mystery of creation. We're all participating in this. Well, at least you can participate in it. Lord help us. Let us participate in creation, Let us not be passive observers, but let us, recognize that capacity. And I think, I'm excited to explore this story more and more as it develops, because I think it might resonate with people, because it's a story about life. It's a story about your own experience. It's a story about the human condition, about competing interests, and establishing your life and establishing your place in the world. And I think this is such a great time in history to explore that, because of its nature. The United States was expanding, competing interest and different moralities, and all these lives are competing for resources and food, and so there's always this border that's slowly growing and growing and growing slowly. And I'm just trying to think of anything else. But it's so interesting thing about Dutch is that as soon as we find Micah and Dutch move on without Arthur. And so I had made a comment about Dutch seeming like a parasite, because he'll latch on to different structures, different bodies, different relationships and groups, even within a smaller group, right? Like he needs Arthur to follow him and to come with him. But once he gets to Micah, Micah and Dutch don't wait up for Arthur anymore. So Dutch stops caring about Arthur because he's got Micah, and now he's using Micah to show him where he's going. So Dutch is like jumping from one place to another and sort of gaining what he can from each little relationship and sort of forgetting people, as he needs, sort of thing. But when they get to that homestead, when they get to talking to these guys, he says, well, I need you guys to hide. I need you guys to sort of lay low and not spook people, and, to sort of indicate that, we might have more forces than them, that kind of thing. Because Dutch knows the value of hiding. He knows the value of keeping secrets, because certain secrets that you keep, certain purposes, certain reasons for doing things can be a way of gaining power. They can be a way of gaining influence, because symbolically, like if you have the secret, if you know the secret of things, then you can act in ways that can seem magical to other people. If you know like the secret code to something, you can open doors and people be like, whoa, that's magic, I didn't even know you knew how to open these doors to these things and these avenues and these ways of being. And so I think Dutch really knows that dynamic. He's clever, he's a trickster. But I think Dutch acts, he performs these things. There was talking about heroes and tricksters. I was listening to a series or a lecture on mythology and trickster heroes and heroes, because they're playing heroes and tricksters. They play with this dynamic of order and chaos and legislation and divination and these sorts of mysterious uh, places that we find ourselves. And then, how does that interact with the wilderness, and how does something interact with something you don't know, and how do our horizons and our understanding expand, and how do we use things and use knowledge to our benefit and to act in the world. And so in this lecture, it talks about the three necessary characteristics of a hero. There's a bunch of characteristics that aren't necessary or essential. They call them essential. The essential characteristics of a hero is that they're a role model of some kind. And depending on the role and the group that you're in, or the country, or the identity that you have certain signs or signals or actions that contribute to that identity, to that group, to that purpose that governs, that group, that orients that group. And so the hero has to be, in order to be considered a hero, you have to be a role model of some kind. The second one is that you have to be exceedingly brave. So like really brave. You're willing to overcome obstacles or to put yourself out there as a role model, and you're a brave person. So you still are afraid of things, but you face those fears and you overcome those things, and you don't shy away from these sorts of things. Pardon me. You don't put other people in front of you. You don't hide behind things unless it's that's being brave. And so I think he'll put people ahead of him when it benefits him, but he'll put people behind him when it benefits him. So he likes playing the leader because he can be seen as the leader, but also he can use delegation as a way to get out of responsibility. And I know there's probably going to be more examples of Dutch doing that in the future, like the fact that we're not playing Dutch in the story, we're playing Arthur, is playing into that sort of, we're being put ahead of the group to go out into danger, because I believe Arthur is probably the true hero, the sort of real hero in this dynamic, if we're just talking between Dutch and Arthur. So I think Arthur's going to be revealed to be the true hero of the story, where Dutch is the trickster. Dutch is the one who hides and obfuscates things. Arthur would be Thor, and Dutch would be Loki, let's say, if we want to use Norse mythology. Not that there's not other mythologies to use, but some people might know those. Um, and then the third one, the third aspect of the hero. So you have the role model, you have exceedingly brave, and then the third one is a provider and a protector. Um, and so the thing is, you can be a false provider or a true provider. You can be a false protector or a true protector, right? Like, these are the sort of, I always joke about the coin has four sides, right? Because if you hide the coin, you got two sides that you can kind of lie about, or you can hide, and they can be secret, foundations for what you're doing, secret foundation stones for your behaviors. And so they can be mysterious, and you can use them to trick people. That's sort of this magician kind of magical kind of aspect to life. Or you can reveal them, right? You can toss the coin, you can reveal a side of the coin, and then so that establishes the opposite, right? It's like when you reveal a heads, that the opposite is a tails, right? With the classic coin heads and tails. But you can hide it, right? You don't know which is heads or you don't know which is tails, or you can reveal it, which is this, if it's heads, well, then it's not tails, and if it's tails, then it's not heads, right? And so if you know these dynamics, you can play with them. You can either hide things or reveal things. You can reveal things as a trick, or you can hide things as a trick. Um, and so Dutch is really good for that, I think. And so I'm excited to continue playing. I'm excited to talk about these dynamics that come to pass. And then one more thing about the being in the wilderness and then climbing the mountain to find John. You find John all cut up from the wolves. I guess he had fought some and whatnot. And then you have to run away from the wolves to get him back to camp. So as you climb a mountain, as you gather things to yourself, as you grow as a person, as you gather material, as you eat, you collect things, you build yourself up, you the hill becomes a mountain, and you can start to climb the mountain and to gain more perspective. You can see more things around you. So as we're climbing up to John, I was thinking about, the mountain is your ability to gather and to gain perspective, and the fact that there's this storm is that things are still kind of mysterious. You're learning and gaining perspective, but then at the same time the clouds can obscure your vision, and so there's always the turning over of things, right? There's always establishing your understanding with the reality, but then those things can get confused and they can get veiled and they can get kind of obscured. So it's really, really fun. I really enjoy storytelling because of these relationships, because of this play between characters and this procession and this, from beginning to end. And I think whoever wrote this story, whoever wrote this game, is well aware of that. Considering that the name of the mission that we just complete is called Enter, comma, like a stage, like a play. Enter, chased by a memory, or followed by a memory. That's the name of it. Is like, memory is like a little gathering of qualities. It's like if all these different things come together in a certain place in a certain time, they might be powerful enough for you to remember. You know, you may not remember a stream, or you may not remember a day, but if it's a day where a person you spent some time with, at a place that you spent some time with, on a special day that you spent a time with, if all these things can come together, they can come together into a memory and be powerful enough that they stick with you. So a thing about storytelling and memory, I love this sort of dynamic and play between storytelling and memory. And so I'm excited to continue playing along. And revealing this procession of characters, and to play it out, right? And so that, I think that it was nice to see. You out here having a cigarette, Arthur? Yo. What? The autosave slot already contains enter, pursued by a memory, saved. Okay. Do you want to overwrite? Okay, why is it asking me about overwriting an autosave? Is this going to ask me every time? Anyways, doesn't matter. Since he's out here, I'm going to have a premium cigarette. So when I last left this situation, I was inside. I love the quiet. I'm a big fan of peace and quiet. So I was talking about good storytelling and how it relates to life. Dutch was telling you, come on, let's go. We got things to do, you know? And in life, when we're dependent on our parents, you know, they have certain aspirations for us. They gave birth to us. They have all these hopes and dreams for us. And so we can be put upon by other people's expectations growing up, right? That there's this expectation to hurry up and to accomplish something, or to get to where they want you so that they can be relieved, right? They want to see the signals and the signs that you are established, right? But that can be oppressive to your spirit, to your own sense of individuality and your own interests, right? And what I mean by interest, some people will use it as like, oh, it's in your best interest to do what I say or to accomplish what I want to accomplish. But are you interested in it? Like, in the sense of, like, does it captivate your attention? Do you care? Right? And so it's this struggle between your own sense of interest and other people's interest, right? And so as I go through my gameplay, as I go through this playthrough, I certainly want to enjoy, you know, whatever time I take. Multiple missions are available as shown as the yellow camp icon on the radar. So I think it's important to take your time with things and life, right? Because we can be moved on to the next thing so quickly that we never stop and appreciate anything and then you live a life that you don't feel is meaningful. You're like, oh, it's just a bunch of meaningless activity. It's just a bunch of meaningless words, you know. But I think stories like this and games like this resonate with people because it speaks to the embedded nature of life. Like we're all embedded in higher and lower structures of identity and purpose and meaning, and we're inheriting all these things from people who don't no longer are living. And so it's like these intentions and these purposes are kind of living through the memories. You know, this memory is like an inheritance of the past, right? Like you're inheriting the moment, the previous moments, you're inheriting these previous purposes, you're inheriting all this material. And now that those people are gone, now that those people aren't actually acting in the world, you can turn them for your own purposes, you can turn them for your own meaning, you can interact with them in your own way, right? So at some point, I know that we move on from this camp, but kind of want to do some exploring. So I know that most likely things won't move on until I do these missions, right? There's nothing really to do here, I think. Like, obviously, we're being pursued by the Pinkertons. That's my horse right here. I don't have a name for the horse yet.
There, boy.
Good boy.
Yeah, that's it, boy.
So yeah, I think there's a limited amount of things to do here other than the missions and the camp. I think I was inside this building earlier.
Is this. You're the one with the death wish. I am doing everything I can to keep these people alive.
Pinkertons. Lots of them, and bounty hunters too, more than ever before, and all after us. We were set up in Blackwater.
And none of them dumb enough to take that pass in winter or think us fool enough to do it neither. We got a few weeks. By the time they find out where we are, we'll be gone.
Where to?
I ain't got that yet. But this ain't done. Not no way.
That's really interesting. So that shows Dutch's character is that he knows that keeping people moving and hiding and obfuscating, it's effective. It gives him power, right? He can perform these actions of leadership without really knowing where he's going, because it's like that's not the purpose of his leadership, right? He uses his leadership as a tool, or the behaviors of a leader as a tool, rather than having a clear goal, right? And so that guy called him out on it. Right? People are aware of Dutch's limitations, but the same thing as the frontier. He has his own frontier of abilities, and he doesn't want people to point out the how far he can reach, right? People don't want to point. He doesn't want people to point out his limitations. Got some classic oat cakes and some open miracle tonic. Oh, wonderful. I'm not sure if there's like a difficulty setting or whatever, but I haven't changed anything. So yeah, so that instance right there of Dutch being called out was a really good demonstration of his parasitic nature. When Arthur was asking him about where the money was, he's like, "Don't worry, I'll show you where it is. I know where it is." All this sort of stuff. He wants to move on from the question is because he wants to use these things as a means to control people. Yeah, you heard what I said. I was talking about you.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm on to you, Dutch.
Hello.
Hi. When are we gonna move, Dutch? We can't stay here.
I'm working on it. Just let me think, please.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Like people are asking questions, right? They need information, and the role of a leader, the role of somebody who has people below him, right? Like if you're leading, like when you make things, you lead your tools, right? So as a microcosm, we can look at it like tools, right? But tools are inanimate. You need to inform the tools into what to do, right? But here it's demonstrating that he tries to use people as tools, where he just delegates and he tells them what to do and he imposes his will on them, but he has no capacity to truly inform the people below him. So in any kind of structure, in any kind of hierarchy, especially when it comes to an organization that is consisting of people, is that you need to be able to inform the people that are below you, right? And so she's asking questions because she needs to act in certain ways. She needs to know what to do. She probably doesn't want to sit around and read, waiting for somebody to tell her what's next to do, but she's dependent, right? She's dependent on him. She's dependent on the group. Everybody's dependent on each other. And so they're all trying to figure out this dynamic of how best to... I like that. What she's wearing, it kind of resembles this. She's got like that gold at the bottom of it. Really nice. But he's testy about that. He's like, let me think. Because he's a clever person, he's always trying to intellectualize and to game, G-A-M-E, to game all the situations. He's trying to manipulate and to be the leader, to tell people what to do, but he's not willing to receive anything from them. He's like, no questions, because that will show the limitations of my abilities. You're just my tools. You're just supposed to stand there and just be available for me when I need you. And that's what like a parasite does. A parasite will latch onto something and use it for what it is, but it's not necessary that it contributes in some way more than that, right? It just wants to guide it along. This guy right here, I'm not sure what his name is, but he's smart. He understands. This guy's clever too. And he's honorable, I think. Because he questions Dutch. He holds Dutch's feet to the fire, right? But he doesn't push him. He doesn't, push the point. But he's not just letting Dutch get away with nonsense. want to go look at these carts. Because I think... Yeah, like these are the carts that we came in on. Oh, there's a church here. So this was a small village, I guess. This is the church. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Small church, but enough room to stand. Enough room to, you know, 5 people to sit. Nothing like a good gathering. Nothing like a good mass. So we rolled in on these carts, it seems. Oh, that's beautiful. Sun coming through there. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to stray too far from the camp, but there's always such an interesting amount of environmental storytelling in this game. So the church is the tallest building. It should be the tallest building here. A lot of townships and villages are established with a church. I'm starting to read more history of the creation and development of North America. How, like, my ancestors came from a combination of England, like the 1500s. I've got lots of family on my dad's side that are like Massachusetts and Connecticut and like Eastern North America, or like the Eastern states. And so that's like English, a little bit of Irish on that side, and then on my grandmother's side, it's Scottish Irish. But those families kind of came over a little bit later. So my grandpa's side was sort of here kind of before, from like the 1500s into the 16, 17, 1800s. And then my grandmother's side was like the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, 1900s from Ireland and Scotland. And the reason I'm talking about this is because church and different denominations of Christianity were coming to the New World, coming to North America. I gotta check this place out. Coming to North America to pursue or to find their own way, to gain some land for themselves, some resources for themselves, to gain their own identity, their own autonomy.
It's okay. It's okay. You're safe now. She'll be okay, Arthur.
I'm sure she will, Mary
That's
Beth.
Sadie. She was married to Jack. Their name was on the back of the picture in their house, their wedding picture.
Keep warm, all of you. Keep warm. Just a few more days and we'll get off this hill.
I hope so.
Stay strong.
It's been a nasty few days.
I know. And we've had tough times before. We keep moving and we keep together. Same as always. All of you. Ain't that so, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, ma'am.
Of course.
So this is a mother right here. This lady. She's a leader for
He
sure.
is so impoverished that he hath no oblation, chooseth the tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told to you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundations of the earth? Is it he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers?
Amen.
That stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in.
Yeah.
That bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth as vanity. Yea, they shall not be planted. Yea, they shall not be sown. Yea, their stock shall not take root in the earth. And he shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither, and the whirlwind shall take them away as stubble. To whom then will ye liken me, or shall I be equal, saith the Holy One? Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things, that bringeth out their hosts by number, and calleth them all by names, by the greatness of his might, for that he is strong in power, not one faileth. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speaketh, O Israel? My way is hid from the Lord, and my judgment is passed over from God. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that hath no might he increaseth their strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fail. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
That's real pretty, Reverend, but what on earth does it mean?
I don't know, Miss Karen. I realize now that I truly don't. That it brings me comfort.
You know, what a powerful state of reality is that. Like a story, you may not know it, you may not know what it's pointing to, but it's pointing to patterns of reality that we live in. Amen. It points to how creation works, how it functions, and how to participate in it. Oh, there's nothing here to collect, it seems. Thank you, Reverend. Yeah, so faith was a huge contributor to why people went out into the wilderness to pitch their tent. Just like they were, like people are scattered to the wind. They're not connected to any protection. They're scattered out into the wilderness. But if you remember that there's a higher good, a higher purpose that covers everything, then you don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to be confident. You just need to know that we're part of something greater, whether or not we know it fully. You know, and so people can lose hope because they might have parents, or they grow up in situations where they're not taught to see that part of life, that you have your own ability to interact with your own purposes and to find your own place and to participate in creation, whereas other people don't have that, and they're always afraid, and they're controlling, and they're trying to make other people live out their dreams and stuff. So that was really a powerful statement, especially coming from this little village, this little town. Like, it's all dilapidated. The church over there was neglected. These homes are neglected. Nobody lives here. And so the people that were here, the people that were established, they're now scattered like dust in the wind. They're now scattered. They've gone other places, but hopefully that draw towards gathering together for purpose has brought them to a different place. I'm getting a little warm. I need to go open the window in the other room. Be right back. Oh, I could get a drink too. Ugh. I'm wearing a lot of wool right now. This tunic and this hat are both made of wool, and I've got wool socks on. So I can be a little warm. That's why I've got the window open in the other room, to keep it cool. To keep my space cool. Oh man, so many interesting things. So we find ourselves scattered, right? The Reverend was talking about, we find ourselves like chaff, and chaff is like what comes off of grain. When you hit the grain, all this chaff that comes off of it is not the seed, is not the food part. It's the part that you can't consume, the part that's not beneficial to you. And so we've been scattered in the wind, like seeds to go. And this is how sort of symbolism gets nested in itself. It's like we're seeds in the sense that we're being scattered to other places in order to establish and to consume the ground, in order to manifest the plant, or the true form of that which is contained in the seed. But at the same time, we're chaff in relationship to in another sense, we're also unwanted. We're not wanted because we don't contribute to the other space or the other group or whatever. So B, somebody's B and somebody's P. We'll come back to him. I was standing over here by this place. We'll explore this place. I just want to grab everything.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
Possibly. You want some oatcakes? Speak to your companion by holding LT. Focus on them using interaction options.
What is it, Arthur?
I'm just exploring everything before we move on to these missions. I'm in no rush.
I'm serious. This is bad.
What are y'all jawing about? Or is it just you in here? Jack Marston? Is this Marston? No. I think Marston was laying down. So you're tending the horses. Is there a ladder anywhere up here? Nowhere to climb to? Alright. Nothing going on in the stables. Do we talk to Pearson? I'm going to go over to this other last cabin. We'll explore what's there. I missed out on this conversation. I missed out on what you were saying. That's too bad. Sometimes we miss out on things in life. That's okay. I guess I'll go inside.
Up with you boys because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, and you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. I fell, but when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall,
It's the smoking shed.
Probably. Funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Como Driscoll's needing punching hard. You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Como Driscoll. Let's go.
I know
shit.
you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here. Colm always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about. Yeah!
So I found it seems to pause when I pause. I don't know if I missed out on the mission with Mr. Pearson by walking in here and starting this one. That'll be a little bit sad if I did. I would have liked to do that one before I had activated a cutscene. So Dutch is a leader in the sense that he can delegate and he can organize his people. But in that interaction with Arthur and Dutch just now, Arthur said to him, I thought you said, right, I had talked about promises in my last video that I had done on Twitch, so I'll talk about it now. This idea of promises, this idea of in the future, I will fulfill what it is that I'm saying. But until then, they're just empty words, right? So Dutch uses promises, he uses words as a tool to affect the people around him to do certain things, right? So Arthur's basically saying, you told me that this is something that we're not doing. But because Dutch is the leader, because he feels that he's above the group, like it's not even that he's part of the group, he's above it. He sees himself as above it. And you can tell that in that interaction because he's saying, yeah, you know, I said that before, but now it's correct, right? I make the rules. I'm the lawmaker here. I'm the leader, you know. So everybody's trying to follow the leader, to follow the rules, to do what's best for the group because they're being told that's what's best for the group. But Dutch sees himself as above that. I make the rules, and this is how any kind of established hierarchy works, is that the people who make the rules can change the rules. So just because you tell somebody below you in an organization that you have to follow these rules does not mean that they have to follow the rules because they make the rules. And so Arthur says to Dutch, he's like, I thought this is something that we can't do. And he's like, yeah. Well, now it suits my purposes. Now it is something that we can do. And I need you to help me with it because it suits my purposes in my own way. Right? And so that's why Arthur questioned him about it. He's like, what the heck is going on with this?
Southwest, right, Arthur? Yeah. He said follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay, let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this store they're planning.
So yeah, when we interrogated that guy and I choked him out, he said that they were by the lake, southwest by the lake, all the other O'Driscolls. So I guess they're here to rob trains.
What's that? Tracks. Horses, quite a few of them.
And I guess Colm O'Driscoll's got a bounty.
The only fools out here are us and them. They must be this way.
You good, Dutch?
Of course. Listen, I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move.
Okay. You know I got your back.
I learned a long time ago that you hit Colm O'Driscoll. Wait for him, and people you love will die.
This feud between you and him needs to be put to rest. One way or another.
Yeah. He's bringing other people into his feuds.
Others I can't forget. What he did to Annabelle, I can't do neither.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
Yes, I did. And I hope the bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this will end.
Damn right, boss.
So Pardon me. So what's interesting is that how I mentioned Dutch's character, he involves people in his own goals and his own ambitions. You know, he what some people will do is some people will use the appearance of righteousness as justification. Like, look at how righteous I am. I'm doing it for good reasons. They'll use it as justification to involve other people or to deflect criticism. And then what happens is other people who are connected or related to these people, like people that have relationships with Dutch, can be forced into a position where they either have to agree or disagree, right? And because of the nature of this group, because of their dependence on each other, what can happen is that a person can say, hey, you know, I don't want to do this, and then other people can like turn on him and say, you know, like, well, this is what our group is meant to do, and why won't you help us? And now you're putting us, like, they use their righteousness to put people into positions that they otherwise wouldn't put themselves in. You know, some people might call this peer pressure, whatever, is they'll say, you know, because I'm the leader and I need your help and I value you and you trust me and I'm taking advantage of this trust and I'm taking advantage of you. But they put him in a position that they otherwise might not put themselves into. And so Arthur is correct. He's saying this needs to be put to rest. Like, you're dragging us into things that could get us killed, and all because of your pride, all because of your, you know, your want to get even and get revenge, right? And revenge is one of those things that can tend towards violence and cruelty. It's like, well, they've done something to me, now I need to get them back, you know, because it's affected my ego, it's affected my sense of self, right? It's like, I can't, Dutch feels like, well, I have to do this or else I couldn't live with myself, kind of thing. And this happens with people all the time. So is this the lake? I guess. So another thing that I had mentioned in my last playthrough through the first mission was the idea of a family. A family is a group much like these guys, right? A family is tied to, like, the purpose that a family exists is because a father and a mother gave birth to the person, right? So the generation and the birth of a person is the same sort of relationship as Dutch is generating a purpose for the group, right? Dutch is generating the meaning and the purpose and the intent that guides their behavior, that defines their behavior. Like a family, you come into the world and you're given purpose through that generation, not because you have to fulfill the things that your father wants you to do. There's part of that sort of thing, but that is the reason you exist. Like, that is the reason you exist. And so these relationships can be similar, but a family has a different kind of relationship than a group or a team. Let's say a team comes together for a purpose, and the leader and the captain gives them that purpose or helps to guide them towards the goal. You know, this is the thing about sports. They guide them towards the goal, they guide them towards the purpose. But in this story, they're playing that these families or these, you know, like you could think of it like a gang. A gang has a name, it has a purpose. The same as a family, they have a name, they have a shared purpose, and in maybe not, you know, through individuals. And this is sort of the messiness about symbolism and about the human condition, is that everybody's got their own individual life, but they do have purposes and reasons for their behaviors, and the fact that they exist. So it's exploring this idea of group dynamics and identity.
See that smoke? Let's cut up here and take a look. They said it was near the lake, so we must be close.
That's the smoke up there above his hat. I always want to take up like an Overwatch position. Oh.
Hold up here. All right, gentlemen. This is it.
Pep talk.
Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good. Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden position just outside the camp. Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's go.
Like, he's a good tactician, right? He performs the actions of a leader, but he's not, I don't think he's a true leader. He's masquerading or hiding behind these behaviors. He's a false leader. But he's effective. That's the thing.
There they are. That's definitely them.
Home?
I think so.
Yeah, that's him.
It's a nice hat he's wearing.
Who's he talking to? He don't seem very happy.
No.
Somebody in the tower there. Get out of here.
Seem to be. Should we go get him?
No. Colin can wait. Best to get some of them out of there. And much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. All right, let's go pay our old friends a visit.
Is my weapon on my horse? What's up? Is he gonna tell me to get my weapons off my horse?
Don't forget to grab that rifle from your horse.
Yep. You're not setting your load out.
You boys be ready to pick them off from up there.
You got it, Dutch.
Hey, baby. Let's get the horse weapons. The repeater.
Good. Come on, let's go.
I don't have that shotgun anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay, I do have the shotgun. Do I have the shotgun on me, though? Oh, I do. I got everything on me. Okay, so we're gonna go down in there. Let's do it.
We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as Micah and Bill. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me? Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm, can wait.
Okay.
There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with as it is. Now, come on.
This is what makes Dutch a really interesting character, is that, you know, he is a good leader. He does orient himself towards making sure his people are good, but it's almost like I feel it's because he needs them to be an effective force for him, right? So he's very clever, he's very smart. I think somebody with Overwatch would catch this movement, but whatever.
Oh, watch out. This bit's steep.
All right then. So what is this, like a mining camp or something? A lumber mill? So we got these guys here. 1, 2. We got this guy up here in the tower. 3. We got this guy. Oh, there's 4, 5. Oh, I'm on rails now. We'll follow Dutch for now.
Maybe I should take the lead on this. They're going to be gunning for you.
They ain't got me yet.
No, but the way our luck's been running.
Hush. Let's just get down there first. Down through these trees, quick.
Pardon me. I think we'd be noticed by now.
Stay low. Come on, follow me.
He's always wanting to hurry up. Hold to show your weapon wheel. You are select weapon and release to equip. Yeah, I'm aware of that. There's got to be like 10 guys here. I kind of want to go far all the way around. Oh shit. Are those our boys? It seems. What are we doing, Dutch? Kind of want to take a point on the outside here. Because when it kicks off, they're probably going to funnel towards my guys there. Can I hide behind this tree? I can. Maybe I can take this guy out first. This guy on the right here. All right, here we go. Oy, oy. How do we reload? B, it seems. Hey, buddy. Oh. Fucking hell. Oy, oy. Where's this last guy? There he is.
I think that's all of them. Search the bodies. Strip everything we can from them.
You got it.
Doesn't give a damn about his men. All he cares about is numbers. You can shoot
Says you, Dutch.
ride a horse and kill without thought. You're in. Think how long some of you have been with me. I imagine Colm doesn't even know half the names of these fools. Keep looking.
Cartridges.
We can get off of these bastards.
Health cure. Do I need to heal after that? No. Fully restores health and fortifies slightly. I don't know what it means by fortifies, other than maybe giving me a higher health pool. Yeah, Dutch. I'm interested in looting these guys.
Heads up, boys. We got more coming in from the forest.
Okay. I'll make my way over this direction. Out of the trees. are they?
Cowards are running away. Good work, boys. Back to the camp. We'll get what we need. Clear out.
Oh, the guys are bringing down the horses. That makes sense. Oh, hey guys. Let me loot up. I want to loot these bodies. $1.04. Heck yeah. Big money, big money.
We don't have time to mess around.
Yeah, I do.
We're waiting on you, Arthur.
Yeah, I don't care.
Arthur, get over here.
So we've done some things that have changed the world here. We've killed a bunch of people. Is this body looted already? What's going on? Got 3 more bodies down here. Ooh, $1.39. Making money at this point. Gotta buy some drip. Some new digs.
Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this place apart. Bill, you go search that wagon there. Mike, search that building. Arthur, you take that building to the left. All right, man, quick. Find those detonators, explosives, anything you can. Let's go.
O'Driscoll. All right, we got all sorts of nice.
What do we got here? Perfect. The plans.
All sorts of consumables and buffs and whatnot. Somebody's pocket watch, maybe. Snake oil. Taking your money, making it my money. All right, silver pocket watch. So like with anything, it's always one group trying to cannibalize or consume another group depending on how you see that group, depending on who that group is, whatever. I think as Maynard James Keenan says, the universe is hostile, so impersonal. Devour to survive, so it is, so it's always been. We all feed on tragedy like blood to a vampire. That body just move? Or are those birds? Or is it ragdoll physics just up to the left here? That was a bird. The bird died. How'd the bird die? Oh, I guess I haven't learned how to hunt yet. That's gonna be fun. Learning how to hunt. I always enjoyed that when I played the game previously. Was the hunting. I liked pursuing those like legendary animals or whatever. Alright, let's move on. Just like a boiler? Kentucky bourbon. Take a cigar. Oh, probably gonna have to search that after. I don't want to move on too fast. Coin purse, yeah. Ooh, $2. $2.31. Potent health. Canned sweet corn. Crackers. I can't carry any more of this item. Chewing tobacco. So if I can't carry any more cigars, why not light one? Yeah. Fuck, I hate that. I wish it would stay in his mouth. Alright, let's find this dynamite.
Here. This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
Boom.
Looks fine. Smells good.
Come on.
Boom, got that boom.
Did we get everything?
Think so, boss? Found this on one of them.
Ooh, a map.
This is
Fun.
perfect.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob.
I love maps.
Of Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up.
Leviticus.
Let's keep moving.
Like
All
the
right,
Bible.
Let's get out of here. Proud of you boys. All of you. Not a man down.
Good work, fellers.
Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us as hard as they like, but we will always get back up and fight. That's who we are. Outlaws for life, fellas. Wait until we have John, Matt, Charles, and Sean riding with us. And I believe, I know, they will all be back.
Well, you didn't get Combe, but this hit'll hurt him a lot more than any bullet in the head.
Especially when we rob this train, too.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see about that. You know,
I'll let them finish.
he'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will, just like all the rest. But we're gonna stay a step ahead of them. Make sure we always know where they are before they know where we are. We allowed ourselves to get a step behind in Blackwater. That won't happen again.
So, what's so great about history, what's so great about a story, is that this plodding forward of one moment to the next, one plan changing to the next plan, consuming information, then getting more information that you can use to act in the world and to change the outcomes of things, right? So Dutch is an opportunist, right? Like I had mentioned, he's kind of like a parasite. He never would have had the idea of robbing this train until that guy confessed that the O'Driscolls were here to do that, right? So it's not so much, it's like he's willing to prolong people's suffering and to continue to put people in dangerous positions because he's finding benefits in a new situation. So he's constantly eating new things to change who he is. He's like a shapeshifter. He's like a trickster. Whereas like one day he's the helpful leader where he's trying to get people through and get them to survive. The next minute he's coming across a group of people that he doesn't like and they're doing something. He's like, oh yeah, well I'm going to kill them and then I'm going to become them. Right? He's like, he wants to wear their skin. He wants to do what other people are doing because other people are genuine. Other people are the real people. And so he's constantly putting on their skin. He's constantly putting on their mask because he doesn't have his own sort of sense of what to do comes from the notions of other people. This idea, he's like Captain Hook. He's like, he wants to use, and the reason I say he's like Captain Hook is because I had this idea about how Captain Hook captures Tinkerbell. And Tinkerbell is like a notion. It's like the magical nature at the edge of like the forest in the wilderness. It kind of catches your eye at the edge of your attention. It kind of draws your attention to things. It isn't fully formed. It doesn't have a full body, but it makes you attend to it. You know, it's a little light. It's a little spark. It's a little. But Captain Hook, he steals somebody else's notion. He steals somebody else's fairy, and it's even worse, I think, as Captain Hook, because Captain Hook doesn't have his own notions. He takes the notions of a child. He takes somebody else's notions and he puts it in a little lamp. And like how I'd said at the beginning of the last mission, at the beginning of the game, how a lamp is like something that you shine along the path. It helps to guide you and to illuminate the path so that you know, at least you know your next steps. At least you can make the next step, where kind of how like Dutch was called out by that guy earlier. He doesn't know what the next step is, so he's always trying to look for that next step. He's always trying to hold out a light to see where he's going so that at least he can move forward. But that moving forward never allows him to stay and to maintain sort of where they are. He's always trying to move everybody forward and consume the next thing. He's always trying to be progressive. He's always trying to move on so that everybody that's with him is like, oh my God, we're always moving. We're always the new thing. We're always this. We're always that. And so he's taking the notions of other people. He's taking other people's purposes and like adding them to himself and like containing them in his own little container and using it for his own purposes. Unlock rearing with this Hulsar bead and tap X when stationary to perform this move. Rearing. So I can rear the horse and my health level is increased and my stamina level is increased. Or the health of my horse is increased, I should say. I love how as you play the game, like it logically levels you up. And you get as you gain experience. So I didn't use Deadeye at that point in the fight. I know it was trying to teach me how to use Deadeye, but...
Easy.
Hey, what's going on?
Wasn't he at the camp, Colm?
Leave him to me.
All right, we're heading back. Just bring him back alive. He could be useful.
Okay, you got it.
Is it just me now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Ugh. I thought I could just fucking roll on down there. Fuck it. Oh, that was a fail. Big fail. I thought I was going to be, oh.
Leave him to me.
Not graceful at all.
Go. Leave me alone. Oh no, you don't. Ah, shit. No.
You're coming with me, sir. Hold X to pick him up. I'm gonna loot you first. What do you got on you?
This is very kind of you.
Gun oil.
Please.
Come on, son.
You don't need to do this.
Oh, you're gonna lose your hat. Oh, goodbye. Say goodbye to your hat. I'm leaving it out here. Stow him.
Look at the floor for a bit.
It's going dark. It's getting nighttime. Though. So, this is my main horse.
What's your name, boy?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy. Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please!
So, do we want this guy or not? At least we can get some information out of him.
I'm no use to you.
You better shut your mouth, you little shitter. I will shut it for you.
They don't tell me nothing. I swear. I don't want to die, mister. Please, I'll do anything.
Are you trying to test me? Is that it? Because I will break every bone in your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay?
Not one more goddamn word. Am I clear?
Okay, okay.
That's 2 bones right there.
Well, you're under our authority now. And you're gonna answer for what the heck is going on, what you're doing here, who you know. And then we will decide whether or not we can trust you. Because who knows, he might be telling the truth, he might not be telling the truth. But I made out with some food, I made out with some cigars, I made out with some cash. We found some dynamite. Looks like we are turning a new chapter, turning up the next page, a new page in the book. So I would be disoriented if I didn't have a map right now. This is our new home, Kieran. Kieran Bailey, or whatever his name was. We're just gonna hitch our horse here.
Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys.
Come here, horse. I don't have a name for you yet, but let's hitch you up. All right, Kieran, coming on down.
Don't hurt me, please.
Oh, don't worry. They're
Not
real
yet,
nice.
anyway. Why were you with the O'Driscolls? Why did you tell him to go away? Or did he tell you to go away?
Huh, you found a little shit, did you?
Yep. I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh, no, now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed them as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need.
Yep, that's what he does.
I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister! I hate that fella!
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Colm.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
That's what Dutch does, right? He sees what you need and he uses it against you. That's how he gets dependence. Is that people need things, right? People need food, they need shelter, they need protection, they need comfort, they need, right? They need things, they want things. And if you know what somebody wants and you have control over it, then you can use that to your advantage. And that's what Dutch does. Dutch is... old friends. Oh, yeah. What are we looking at? Well, I guess we can do Mr. Pearson's mission now. I've already explored everything here. Let's see what kind of items we got, actually. Keeps your gun condition maintained. Got some crackers. I think I'm at full health and full stamina and everything, so... Fully restores health and fortifies moderately. So I know it's yellow. But I don't think it's permanent. I think it just like, I'm wondering if there's like permanent buffs. But I don't think that's the case because I think your health and stamina and Deadeye develop like over time and use. Fully restores Deadeye and fortifies slightly. Slightly damages Deadeye core. Provisions. I got crackers, bourbon, gin, sweet corn. I can carry quite a bit of cigarettes. Seems I can carry like 20 of them. Kidney beans. Okay, that's provisions. I got tonics. Health restore. So basically, anytime I've got low stats, there's probably something that I have. Pardon me. I can sell these watches. I can use binoculars. Hides my identity when committing crime. Can be sold, can be sold, can be sold. Watches. They can all be sold for cash. A gold pocket watch. Can I wear them? No, I guess I can only wear the watch. Does it go on my wrist? I can't tell. Anyway, I'm wearing that gold one now. All right, Mr. Pearson, let's see what you want. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, I think you're gonna teach me how to hunt. Is that it? Heck yeah.
We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? when I was in the Navy.
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short.
This
We'll
man is trying to
We always
communicate
If
preparedness.
needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Thanks,
Assorted
mate.
salted offal. Starving will be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest?
He's a tracker.
Come along. Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine.
Smart man.
All right, let's head out.
So, the guy in the Navy's trying to communicate preparedness. He's trying to communicate, right? Because everybody in a group is trying to participate and to act in the best interests of everybody, or the purpose, let's say. And so people have to offer up their perspective. They have to say things like, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this. We need to do this. You need to get the attention of leadership, because leadership don't always have eyes to see down at the lower levels. They don't, like when you have a leader at the top of an organization, they may have the perspective over the land, and they can see in the distance, they can see where they're going, but they don't have the eyes, or their hands aren't on the material they need. And so people that are down lower in an organization, they have to offer up that perspective, their perspective down where they are, and say, hey, we need to do this, we need to do that, or else we can't sustain ourselves at this level. So here we are, going out to learn how to hunt.
How are you holding up, Charles?
There we go.
I'm okay.
Charlie.
Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
Huh. There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed.
Smart. So animals, like people, they may hide. So coming to the story aspect, this sort of symbolic reference right now. This juxtaposition of hunting for food and these animals needing to feed, it's similar to how Dutch is acting towards the guy that we found, right? We've hunted him down like an animal that needs to feed. And so in this juxtaposition of these two missions, it's really interesting to think about the dynamics of having to go out and acquire material and bring it back or to store it up. It's like the microcosm of eating itself. We need to eat some things to sustain ourselves. We need to go out into the frontier. We need to go out into the wilderness. You know, this whole story is about the frontier of America and that transition point between, you know, civilization, you know, established stationary agricultural kind of living where it's maintained and stationary and law abiding, versus going out into the wilderness to make your own, or to incorporate what's out there, or to bring it back and to incorporate into the group. So I think these two missions are very well juxtaposed. On one hand, you're getting to get into a gunfight. You're moving the story forward with that one mission we just completed. But you're also, with this one, having this interesting juxtaposition of going out and gathering materials. And the story of this mission is like, you can move on to the next day. Because if you can't get food, then you won't live tomorrow, or you can only live for so long. And so we're turning the page on the biological, on the lived, on the body, at the body level. But on the other mission, we're turning a page in the story at like the structural level, at the higher sort of order, purpose level. And everybody,
Find some higher ground.
everybody is aware of these dynamics in their own little way, but not everybody can be aware of everything.
Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, going out for Ch.1, that thing with the O'Driscolls.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
Yeah.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither.
Yep.
Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
So everybody is dependent on and ignorant to the situation with Dutch. But you have to move forward, you know, you have to continue living on. The next day you have to figure out your own next steps, you know, even if you can't see the path in front of you. You have to orient yourself, ask questions to try and glean information.
See some of the ground uncovered here. Let's look down this way. The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet.
Yeah, you don't want to be out in the cold when it's too windy and blowing around.
Hey, stop here a second. I see something.
Yeah, hunting is a great symbol for life.
Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not?
Huh, that's smart. It's like, what the fuck else would it be?
You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your horse. The gun will scare everything around.
It's like, what do you think it is? A fucking
Bow, Arthur?
bowling ball? You know? Like,
Quiet as you can. Stay low.
so that's why he said that. It's like, well, what do you think it is? It's like, what?
Keep your head down.
Like,
You see the tracks?
does it look like a boot print to you?
Maybe not.
Focus.
To activate Eagle Eye. Focus on track. Tracking highlights on the ground after focusing they remain highlighted until the bar's lower right corner.
You'll be able to track nearly as well in grass and woods.
Okay. So clicking the two thumbsticks is like using both your eyes. I think the gameplay storytelling is really great. It's like using both your hands or both your eyes to grasp, to understand, to grasp the situation. Right? The scent is also shown in Eagle Eye, blowing in the direction of the wind. Animals will flee if they smell your scent. So remain downwind or far away when hunting. So it said the wind? Which direction the wind is blowing? So there's a little gap. I don't know. I'm still going to have to figure that out. Okay, so the track goes up off over that direction. Also, I like taking my time so that I train myself to remember. Oh, there it is.
Wait, look. There they are. Quick, get that bow out, Arthur. Try to hit him in the neck or head. Quick and clean.
Where do you draw the string back? Okay, yeah.
Pull back quite hard. You'll feel when it's too much. Take the shot. Good shot. Now let's try for another.
Attract an animal's attention by selecting call while aiming at it. This will give you a chance to clean kill as it raises their head before fleeing. Yeah. Because you get them to do a predictable behavior. And that's like like Dutch, right? Dutch will get you to do something predictable so that he can capitalize on that behavior. Goad people into doing something that they otherwise wouldn't do, but you can are we not gonna gut this thing? Are we hunting another one? Is that what's going on? Alright, so they're going across. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I see it. Fuck.
Watch yourself, Arthur, or we'll scare them all off.
So I wounded it, but it's going over in this direction. It ran off over here. Oh, it looks like it died.
Go and use your knife on her. It'll be the quickest.
Or she's wounded enough to be laying on the ground but not dead yet. I wonder if that was intentional, no matter how hard I am.
She's in pain.
done.
Okay, that'll do it. I think that's all we can carry. Okay.
Well, we'll eat good. Compendium tracks to discover the world can be accessed in the progress selection menu. Okay. All right. I wonder if that was a scripted thing where no matter how effective you are at attacking it, that it does that so you can like know to run up and interact with it. Horse will respond to your call as long as it is in range. Continue to bond with your horse to increase the distance which responds to your whistling.
Come on, throw that gear and let's go.
I was going to call the horse Pony. Tony the Pony. What a punny.
Ready to head back when you are.
Tony the Pony.
Let's head back.
Well, it's official. I've named it Tony. Animal carcasses have been dropped off at Pearson and be contribute to the gang's supplies. Okay.
Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
Amen, brother.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
Yeah, it's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck is finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are
I make
still
my own
waiting.
luck.
Well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? We still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country.
Yep.
We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan.
Luck is when preparation meets
Pearson's
opportunity.
had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater. We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. We've only been up here a few days and have already picked up 2 more mouths to feed.
1 more. We ain't feeding the O'Driscoll a damn thing. Except maybe that can of salted offal Pearson was kind enough to give us.
That's funny.
The girl, she has a wild look in her
Sadie.
Of course. She lost her husband, her home,
Yeah.
everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Well, once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see.
See what
Might
she
have
wants to
family
do.
somewhere.
Who knows?
Maybe she's a wild
Maybe she'll
girl.
deal with the O'Driscoll for us.
Well, I know who my money's on in that fight. He's weak, but that makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to them before they get to us.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Combe, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard.
I love the time they take for storytelling and conversations. There's space between moments in this game. There's lots of space between the moments. It really helps to highlight that with civilization. You know, civilization is like a conversation. It's like talking to somebody. And when you're apart from them, you're like lost in the wilderness, or you're like away in the wilderness. And so like the moments of conversation are like these little milestones, these little towns or villages on the road. And this game does a great job.
Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around.
I want to kill it. What do you think would be better?
Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
I want to kill the thing. Yeah, what the fuck? I'll take my revolver, I guess. Ah. I didn't want it to kill my horse or nothing, so... Reload.
Okay, boy. That thing was huge.
Are you crazy? You're lucky it scared that easy. Come on, let's get back before it changes its mind.
I kind of still want to finish it off. Can I fail this? Ah, man. Retry checkpoint.
Hey, Arthur. You awake back there?
Yeah, just thinking. We ain't ever talked that much, you and me. How long you been with us now? 5, 6 months?
Something like that.
I guess we move past the bear now.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here.
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No. No, not at all. I just know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He's effective.
To be fair, most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. How long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. Taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
Huh. I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
I think that's part of Dutch's thing, is that he makes you a better person and has ties to you.
Appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one.
Which a good leader should do, but I think he uses it to his advantage more than anything.
What Dutch would do if something happened to the Count?
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
Huh. I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Hucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
I think that's what makes Dutch a complicated character. is that there's a respect that people have for him. Even though he may do things that are immoral or questionable, let's say. Who dat? Who there?
I'm gonna hitch tie him over here.
All right, let's hitch you up. Right, how do I lead him?
Brought some food back, boys. Come on, boy.
Yeah, I want to hitch the horse. But it didn't let me lead him.
Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. And thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
Well, it's something that I can enjoy doing, I guess. Alright, so I can hitch horse like this. I don't need to like lead it to a hitch. Pardon me. Alright, he's hitched. Remove the deer. Oh, my horse is shitting. Alright then. Look, we got two, Mr. Pearson. We got two. Oh, yeah? Boom.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
It is, though.
See you gents later.
See, you got on just fine. Charles is a wonder. Have a drink, boys. You earned it. Jesus, what is that? Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does. Yeah, oh. Seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
We'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan?
All
it's easier if we do
right.
it together. Do I get to skin you? You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand.
Just keeping
We'll
it
see you
light,
both
man.
later.
You skinned that one, did you? Dumped on the floor there.
Alright, learning to skin. Now to take my knife out. Oh, I guess it will do it automatically. Super easy.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town. If you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course. Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive. Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me. Sure. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years. Yeah, well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Get some back straps. Get some back straps. You have unlocked the Master Hunter Challenge. Check the log for more information. A few days later.
It's been a bad few weeks, but Dutch being Dutch, he is busy making plans, and Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams.
Who the hell is Leviticus Cornwall?
Well, I thought you was reading him his last rites. Now I see you're introducing him to your other passion.
I'll mind you to show me some respect, Mr. Morgan.
Mind away, Reverend. You're still here, then?
I owe you.
Yeah. And you'll pay me. But for the moment, just rest.
Arthur, I think it's time for the train.
Want me to come?
Of course I do, but look at you.
I was always ugly, Dutch. It's just a scratch.
Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail.
Dutch,
Jackie.
the boy wanted to see you, John.
He's seen me now. Or what's left of me. What about you?
Guess I was hoping to see a corpse.
Bide your time. You'll see plenty of them.
You're a rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it. Now, railway men. Bill, now you ride ahead and set the charge at the water tower just before the tunnel.
Ain't a problem. Why are we doing this? Weather's breaking. We could leave. I thought we was lying low. Yeah, come on.
What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
Amen, Jose.
We're living, Hosea. We're living. Look at me. We're living. Even you. But we need money. Everything
Hosea is
we
smart.
has in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you. I just want to stick to the plan, which was to lie low, then head back out west.
You
Now,
like
suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
Leviticus Cornwall's no joke, Dutch. Who is Leviticus Cornwall? He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
What?
What's interesting about Hosea is that Hosea's questioning things because he wants to be an effective person, right? But similarly to how Arthur had said, you said that we don't have time for revenge. He's like suggesting it's like, well, you're changing the plan. You told me that we don't have time for revenge, but now you're saying we do. And Hosea's like, listen, like I've been working towards this idea of you saying that we're moving on and we're moving here and we're going here, and now you're changing the plan. Now you're doing something different than what you said you were going to do. So Dutch is perfectly willing to weasel and go around what he says because he uses his words as tools. He uses his words as ways of influencing people to get what he wants in whatever moment he finds himself in. So when it's a new moment, it's a new set of circumstances. He's perfectly willing to say, well, it's a new moment, it's a new set of circumstances. Yeah, I may have said that, but also we got to do this thing now. We got to do this thing. So he's always moving people along according to his whims and according to his wiles. Whereas Hosea, he's intelligent, he's thoughtful, he's questioning, but he's almost like an adversary to Dutch, because when you're questioning the leader, when you're questioning the purpose or the person in position of informing other people of that purpose, you reveal that pattern of behavior. And so people will justify, they'll give reasons why we're going to do this now and, all this sort of stuff. And Hosea is just being practical. He's just being, he's just being practical. There's another word I was looking for, but I'm not getting it, so.
How good for him. Sounds like he has more than enough to share.
Dutch!
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves. Get your horses ready. We have a train to rob.
Yeehaw.
Everyone ready?
It looks like the snow's starting to melt, or they're trying to indicate it melting. Master Hunter, 1 of 3 deers skinned. White-tailed deer in the compendium.
Listen up, all of you. According to the information so kindly provided to us by the O'Driscolls, the train will be coming north from Big Valley. We're going to pick it off after a take the driver and engineer, then run point. Ready? Javier? You two take the front cars, deal with any guards. Arthur and Micah, you head straight for the back. That's what we're after. Mr. Cornwall's private car.
You and me, Morgan.
Great.
Have you got a problem with that?
Not if you keep your head for once.
You worry about yourself, huh?
Enough! After Bill blows the tracks, we're gonna need to move fast. Is everyone clear on what they're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to the back.
Crystal.
Yes, boss. Good. Now come on.
Stick to the plan, stick to the plan. And I'll say it again, Dutch is really good at delegating. He knows his guys, he knows his materials, he knows his resources, and he's an effective tactician.
Out of the snow, finally.
Feels good, doesn't it? But we need to get this done fast. Now it's thawing, before anyone gets up here after us. Oh, look at you boys. See? This is what I call a crew. Micah Bell, Charles Smith, Arthur Morgan, Javier Escuela, and what about young Glenn here? Always the first man on his horse.
Just happy we're back at him, Dutch.
See, he's really good.
Of course I'm ready.
He uses people's names because people identify with their name. He names all of them.
So we do this, then we go back to Blackwater to collect.
How many times are you gonna ask the same
The
question?
sweetest sound to anybody is their name.
That's a lot of damn money to leave sitting for too long.
It would be crazy to go back there now. The place will be swarming with Pinkertons.
We go back when I say we go back, and that's the end of it. The money's safe. You'll just have to trust me. And if the O'Driscolls are right, there'll be a stack of railroad bonds on this train. Good money, once we work out how to cash them. Now everyone, shut up and get your mind on
Yeah,
the
it
job
doesn't
at
matter to
hand.
Dutch that step. He's like, we'll get there. We'll deal with that when we get there. It's like, I can only think one step ahead. I'm that kind of guy.
There's the water tower. Hold up here on the ridge.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it kind of guy. Yay. Unlock skid turns and skid stops. R, B, and A while moving.
Is Bill there?
Yeah.
You want to head down? See how he's getting on?
Okay.
I guess I'll find a way down then. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bump into that horse. Mosey on down here. We have quite a cast of characters. So one thing that was really interesting, I know, that using people's names, addressing people by their name, is that's how they identify themselves, right? This idea of identity and purpose and meaning is wrapped up in people's names, right? They're given a name, they're given a purpose, they're given meaning, and then you start to make your own name, as they say. You act and you take responsibility for your actions, and it becomes who you are, and you become proud of these things. You become proud of who you are by doing things that you can show people, and you can wear as a badge of honor, they say, right? Like a badge and honor are a sign, a symbol of significance and importance. That you can govern yourself, that you can you can be in control. And Dutch is aware of that, and so that's why he named everybody by name, full name. He remembers them. That's important. People like people who remember them.
Can I help a little?
All right. Go ahead and set up the detonator by those rocks over there.
Okay, sure.
Now just unspool the wire and then attach it to said detonator.
Okay. You're gonna blow up this track. The train's gonna crash. It will be under our authority. It can't move. It can't go to where it's going. We will waylay it. Make it take the long way home.
Okay, this is good.
All right. That should do it. You head back up to the others. I got it from here.
All right. If you say so, sir. Oh, shit. Climbing that for no reason. Come on, Tony. I know Big Boom. We love to see Big Boom.
All of you, no mistakes.
What's going on? He says all fine.
We'll soon find out.
We'll sit here and watch the fireworks.
I think so. Okay, cover your faces. Train should be here any minute now.
Show the weapon wheel. Okay, switch to items. Select. Winter gloves. Put a mask on. All right. Chugga chugga.
It's time. Good luck, all of you. You all know what to do.
I'm going to the back. Why does it matter when we use the explosive? Like, the train should just get derailed.
Shit, no, what? God! Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Where did you find that moron? You said it was fine.
My
Come
fault.
on!
You're pathetic. You know that?
Why are we running? Oh, we're gonna jump on the train. Y'all are crazy. Oh, fuck, dude. He fell. Is that guy alive? Damn.
Hey, down here!
Yeah, I got you, Lenny.
I got you. Now stop yelling.
Come on, son.
Now, let's go slow this thing down.
Where's Javier?
He fell. The others will get him.
Let's go.
Come on, we need to stop this train.
Another guy over here. You want me to take him?
Anybody else coming? Oh, shit.
Let's keep moving.
Oh, man, I'm terrible. Loot this other guy.
Shall we move up? We best get up there.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
What the hell was Bill doing? He had long enough to set that charge.
Well, I hooked up the wire, but we won't mention that.
Can I move through here? What's up?
We gotta hurry. We have to stop this train.
That's what we're doing, kid.
Calm down. Consume yellow tonic to fortify your bars. Short period without draining this tonic. Okay, fortification means without draining.
I'm going up. We have to stop this train.
We moving up?
Yes, sir. Oh, no more bodies to loot. This guy knows how to operate a train. Just pull the lever. Pull the lever, Crunk. Pull the lever, Lenny.
Shit, more guards coming out of that train car.
I don't know why I needed to shoot him 3 times there. Is there a possible way to automatically select things? Controller? No, I don't think it's in here. Lock on mode on foot, aim assist on foot, lock on mode, automatic pin switching. No. What I want, first person sensitivity, tap assist, tap to hold delay, fishing. Oh. Dead zone? No, I gotta go to the washroom here. I will be right back. Okay. So, pardon me. I'm trying to find the option to prevent that dead eye from automatically working. Sorry, 1 second. And so I don't want people 6 times. I just need to hit them once in the head. Camera, graphic, general. Oh, no. Temperature, cell, clock, 12 hours. It's not going to be in audio. It's not going to be in display. Maybe camera. I don't know. Dynamic kill cams. Let's amp that up a little. Head bobbing. Reduced. Yeah, let's reduce that. So it's not going to be in graphic display, so it's probably in controls. I don't want there to be turn down that. I don't think there's an option for turning off the automatic. I guess I just have to
Be some money at the end of this. All these bastards must be guarding something.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Still okay? I think so.
This guy's randomly behind me.
Damn, he's got an arm. Who is this guy? Doing good, kid. Where the hell are the others? I don't know. Damn it. I thought that was all of them. We're gonna get out of this. Oh, I know we are. Hey, there's the other boys. They're in trouble now. Help me out here. Ah! More of 'em. Watch it. More of them ahead. Good shooting, kid. I can see now why the O'Driscolls brought so many boys up here for this. Arthur, get over here.
Not right now. I got bodies to loot. Pardon me. These boys are gonna have some money on them. Give me that lunch money. All right.
What are you doing? Get over here.
Fuck you. I'm taking what's mine.
Come on. We don't have time to play games.
Yes, we are, man. I'm taking the opportunity to get up every little bit that I can. Because once we get back to civilization, I'm going to have a pocket full of money. Have some things that I can sell.
Okay.
Yo. What are you doing? It's my shit. See, Mike is, or whatever that guy's, Lenny's name is, he's taking shit too. Too late. I've got it. Oh, you hear an elk or a deer bleating in the background somewhere. See, I got 20 bucks, man. That's nothing to fucking scoff at. 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Might be able to buy myself a new hat when I get back. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Get a nice new hat. What are you running for? So is this next body up top here? No, it's down below. I think he's gonna get that one first. Oh no, he didn't.
You two all right?
Yes, let's get the money and go.
We got some fellas holed up in this last car.
Ah, shit.
What are you boys planning on doing in there? Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. Any more of you. I give you my word, but trust me, we will.
I work for Leviticus Cornwall.
Come on, boys.
We got our orders.
Okay. You asked for it.
We ain't
5,
opening this door.
4, 3, 2, 1. Seems our friends have gone deaf. Wake them up a little.
What the fuck? What are we doing wasting bullets? This is ridiculous.
That's enough. Mr. Williamson, give Mr. Morgan and Mr. Smith some dynamite.
What the hell are we shooting at the door for?
Now, don't matter too much to us, but you boys in there might want to take a step back.
Seems good enough. Now light the fuse.
All right.
Here we go.
Unless you got a death wish, I'd step back, fellers.
Should be okay from the blast over this way. Hello, gentlemen. Go to the private car.
Look at this place. It's like a palace.
Well, now I've seen everything.
It is beautiful.
Oh, you two got the safe?
Carpet.
Oh, yes. Should be easy as cake. You're just gonna stand there, kid. Pour me some brandy, will you? I'm parched.
Yes, sir.
Me and Arthur did all the work.
Yeah, kid did good. Didn't see you rushing to jump on that train.
He's keen. I'll give you that.
All right, what do we got here?
Let's see if we can get this open.
Door when I say so.
Dear Mr. Cornwall,
Getting there.
we are yet to receive payment of $2,000 for the initial phase of exploration, at the Wapiti Indian Reservation.
Think so. Here,
Amberino,
make yourself useful. At least we all know you can read.
Give me those.
as agreed in the contract between Cornwall,
Railroad contracts, invoices, blah,
Kerosene,
exactly
Cornwall
things.
Kerosene,
Not really.
and tar,
Sugar
and
imports
the
from the Spanish West
Leland.
Indies.
Fuck.
A lot of sugar.
Shut up.
Some fancy new boaties ordered from Europe.
I am not robbing another boat as long as I live.
Cornwall Kerosene and tar,
Have you checked all the drawers and cabinets?
Leland Oil Development Company, dated November 9th, 1898.
Come on, let's hurry this along, boys.
November 9th,
Any luck, Arthur?
1898, I think
Nothing
was
much
the
yet.
date that
Well, let's keep looking.
This goddamn O'Driscolls.
James Critchley. I think
These
November
just seem
9th
to
was
be
the date that those two
contracts.
got married. Sadie got
Arthur,
married to her husband.
Have you looked down the end there?
No, dude. On receipt of the funds,
Keep looking. There must be something.
we will proceed with the phase 2 and phase 3 of the project and present you with a detailed
How's
report
it looking in there?
of one finding within the month, of our finding rather. Your respectfully, James Critchley, head of accounts, Leland Oil Development Company. Pocket watch. Cigar. I'm already full of those. And he doesn't smoke on it for a little bit. He just throws it away. Inspect the letter. All right. Dear Leviticus, from the Jameson Mining and Coal Company. Dear Leviticus, thank you for the telegram and for your continued interest in the Jameson Mining Company. However, any news you have received of mismanagement or financial difficulties at this mine in Annisburg, are simply fake. I would urge you rather to question your sources. The oil industry is quite different from the Is it the oil industry? The arrow industry is quite different from the oil industry in a number of ways, so I certainly remain open to a business meeting at your convenience to exchange something. Rorad. No, noted. No, NORAD. Noels. Vocal. Vocal and Edwork each offer in our respective areas of corporate expertise. I would also be delighted to host you in Ansburg and give you a personal tour of the mine and its assorted facilities. I look forward to further correspondence. Yours sincerely, Archibald Jameson. Very nice. Very nice. There's probably somebody in here. I'm already full of cigars. Search the cabinet. Look, a taxidermy fox up there. Ooh!
Now, this looks like something.
Little lockbox. What do we got in here? Got some bills, some bonds.
I think I got him.
All right.
Thank God. Come on.
Okay. Oh, there's a drawer here. Bill stack. Oh, give me that. Woohoo! 25 bucks and some premium cigarettes. You guys don't need to know about that. No, you don't.
Are you done in there?
God damn it, Dutch, you're such a bitch.
What did you find?
These bonds. They worth anything?
Oh, sure. Bearer bonds. I think we can probably sell these pretty easily. Well done. Now, would you get rid of all of this?
The train?
Yeah, get it out of here.
What about them?
What do you think?
I don't know.
It's up to you. Kill them, leave them here, take them with you on the train. Just make sure they don't send no folk after us.
Okay.
See you back at camp. When you get back, we'll be moving on. The rest of you, let's ride!
Why is he leaving me here alone? Oh shit. What do you mean? Oh man. Alright, well. I scared him off. Killed one guy. I didn't mean for them to go running off like that. Threaten? Oh, I can't loot this guy. Well, that didn't work out exactly as I wanted. I injured one guy and killed another, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how that affected the game. They didn't see my identity or know my identity. But at the same time, I was going to rope them all up. I was going to rope them all up. Pardon me. And give us some time for them to figure that out, but I guess they all ran off when I threatened them, I guess. I don't know. So that train is just going to go until it runs and then fucking crashes into something, I guess.
Oh, heck. Oh, Mary Beth.
So, we getting out of this hellhole?
We're gonna try. Weather seems stable.
And we just robbed the Leviticus Cornwall train.
We got money in our pockets. The worst is behind us, gentlemen. So the question is, where now?
I know this country a little. I told you, we should set up camp in Horseshoe Overlook near Valentine. We'll be able to hide out there no problem, as long as we keep our noses clean.
Well, then let's go. Clean noses and everything else. Arthur, you're in that one. Bring Hosea. I know you two like to talk about the good old days and what's gone wrong with old Dutch.
Haha. That's funny. They like to hold him to his word. They like to hold him to his promises, and you know, and they bring that up. And he, I think, resents that a little bit, at least. He tolerates it, of course. Once I get set up in Valentine, I'm gonna make some tea. I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I don't know, probably won't be for long. I don't really have much to do. I'm gonna take a break.
Lenny! Micah, get over here!
Yes, boss.
You two ride up ahead, make sure there's no surprises. We've had enough of those.
Me with the boy?
Just go.
Come on, kid. You can buy me a whiskey.
Pardon me. Hold A to match speed with the caravan. Oh, shit. I'm driving, sorry.
Get us out the stream. Hey, watch out for the rock. Gotta keep us moving, but calm.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, let's take a look.
Oh, man.
Does everything look all right?
Well, what's going on?
Ah, I
We
broke
lost
the
some shit.
goddamn wheel.
All right, let's get it fixed.
You need help?
I reckon we can handle it. All right, Charles, you and me hold the thing up while you try and put the wheel back on, Arthur.
You still strong enough to hold up a wagon?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Don't say less. Pick the wheel up.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly there.
Third time's a charm.
See? You ain't so useless after all.
Not quite.
It's beautiful. Oh, somebody looking at us.
What do you think?
If they wanted trouble, we wouldn't have seen them.
Poor bastards. We really screwed them over down here. Come on, let's not push our luck.
What happened?
That's a long
Well,
conversation.
Get in. I'll tell you.
Jose is conscientious.
Not too far now. Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland.
You can switch between different radar sizes and compass by holding
The Indians.
Down.
These got sold a very
Compass. Expanded. Regular. Let's go with just the compass.
a deal.
I don't need to see a whole
This is
map.
the heartlands we're going to. Good farming and grazing country. They lost it all. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed or herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere. Go on, why are we so far behind?
And how's that different from anywhere else?
It's a good question.
Maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly unpleasant about it.
I bet.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly? We don't, in spite of Dutch's talk.
Let's get going. I want to be there before nightfall. I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our block-headed driver here.
Yeah.
Hey, don't blame it on me. Never forget, this here's a con man, Charles, born and bred. Just 'cause it sounds fancy don't mean he knows a damn thing about what he's talking about.
Get up there. Let's stick tight.
So, what happened to your tribe?
I don't even know if I have one. At least, not that I can remember.
We must be able to go faster than this.
My father was a colored man. He told me he lived with our people for a while. A number of free men did, but when we were forced to move from our lands, the three of us fled. I was too young to really remember much. My whole life I've been on the run. A couple years later, some soldiers captured my mother. Took her somewhere. We never saw her again.
Damn.
We drifted around. He was a very sad man, and the drink had a mean hold on him. Around 13, I just took off on my own.
That was about the age we found young Arthur here. Maybe a little older. A wilder delinquent you never did see. But he learned fast.
Not as fast as Marston, apparently.
Wait, I don't understand. What's the problem between you two?
Arthur?
It's a long story.
I don't know a lot of the story from Red Dead 1.
Right way?
That depends. Are we still heading west in search of fortune and repose in virgin forests as we planned? No. Are we heading in the correct direction on our desperate escape from the law eastwards down the mountains? Yes, I believe so.
You know this area?
A little. I've been through a couple of times.
Shit.
There's a livestock town not too far from here called Valentine. Cowboys, outlaws, working girls, our kind of place.
Oh my god.
Driscoll's?
Probably them too.
Pinkertons?
Let's hope not.
And this place we're going. Wait, what's it called again?
Horseshoe Overlook.
It's a good place to lie low.
It'll do for now.
Whenever I change my camera, I'm trying to like
Come on,
go in the
we're falling
direction
behind.
that the camera's pointing, but
It's just,
I end up turning.
You know,
Oopsies.
maybe it's me who's changed, not him, but we kept telling him that ferry job didn't feel right. You and me had a real lead in Blackwater that could have worked out.
Maybe.
It just isn't like Dutch to lose his head like that.
Things go wrong sometimes. People die. It's the way it is. Always has been. Me, you, Dutch. We've all been in this line of work a long time. And we're still here, so... Well, I figure we must have got it right a hell of a lot more than we got it wrong.
I'm too warm, it says. It says I'm too warm, wear proper clothing for the weather.
What are you working on there, anyway?
Just some yarrow and ginseng. Good for the health. Better than that stuff you buy in the store. Yeah, you can have all this. I'm at the point where I can do it with my eyes closed.
Alright,
Okay.
thanks, dog.
Thank you.
Acquired some herbs. You can be consumed to replenish cores and used in cooking or crafting items. Okay. Plants can be found throughout the world. Pick them and learn about their properties. Compendium tracks discovered world. It can be accessed through the progression section. Yarrow and ginseng. All right. All the little bunnies running around. All this wildlife. Oh, there's some. There's a bird there. Looks like we're going left. I think that sign said Valentine. Oh, there's some deer. Got some mountain goats, I think, or some sheep or something. Yo, is that a person running? Oh, for a second I thought that deer was a person. Got these pine trees, this sort of... Oh, are those horses? Feral horses? Wow, you know, 8 hours later, I'm finally out of the tutorial missions. But I sure did enjoy slowly exploring and talking about the story characters. It's going to be fun.
There you are, brother. Head in there and follow the track for a bit.
Thanks.
Hey, slow up. I'll jump on.
It's going to be fun to go out and explore on my own.
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty, sir. Freeloader.
Any trouble getting in here, Javier?
Nope. It went well. This is a good spot.
Excellent. I think
Ooh, a
this will work
fox
for us,
on the
Arthur.
left.
For now, anyway.
Turkeys on the right. Or is this it? Going down here underneath this little overhang. Ooh, exciting. We're going to set up camp here. That's fun. All right. All right, all right. This is great.
Here we are, gentlemen. Home sweet home.
Beautiful. Welcome back to Valentine.
You weren't wrong, Hosea. This place is perfect.
Amen.
I hope so.
Gentlemen, we have survived.
For now.
Now, it is time to prosper.
Arthur and I were about to prosper in Blackwater. We were onto something big. Then Micah got you all excited about that ferry, and here we are.
We have all made mistakes over the years, Hosea. Every last one of us. But I kept us together. Kept us alive. Kept the nooses off our necks.
Narcissist.
I guess I'm just worried.
He's like, I should be
I ain't got
praised.
that long, Dutch. I want folks safe.
I'm the
before I go.
righteous
Me
one.
too. And now we are stuck east of the Grizzlies and out of money, and a long way from our dream of virgin land in the west.
I know, my brother, but we are safe. We make a bit of money here. Then we move again, head out around them, be west of Uncle Sam. In a few months, buy some land.
I hope so.
Would you just look around you? This world has its consolations.
Gentlemen, I'm going to head into the local town and, see if I can strike up a little business.
Of course, Herr Strauss. I prefer robbing banks to usury. Seems more dignified somehow. Now, everyone, put your tools down for a moment. Come on, gather round. Quickly now. I know that things have been tough, but we are safe now, and we are far too poor. So it is time for everyone to get to work.
Except him.
Get to work, but stay out of trouble. Remember, we are itinerant workers.
Laid off when they shut down our factory to the north. Now get out there and see what you can find.
That's the story.
Uncle, Reverend Swanson, no more passengers. It is time for everyone to earn their keep.
Except you.
There's a town a little way down the track named Valentine. Livestock town, all mud and morons, if I remember right. That seems a decent place to start.
And, we need food. Real food. That means every day.
I got you.
One of you.
And remember, whatever it is that you find, the camp gets its slice. Now be sensible out there.
Donate money, valuables, in camp to upgrade ammo,
Now, the
food, and
girls
other
have your
camp
tent ready,
supplies.
Mr. Morgan. Come with me. You two will be ready shortly. We put you over here.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Thanks, Miss Grimshaw.
It should be. Most of your stuff from Blackwater got saved.
Everything
She's the
apart
mom.
from my money.
Oh, don't
She's got
worry.
everybody covered.
Well, we can always make more money.
We're gonna have to. Miss Jackson!
Sleep,
I've
shave,
seen
change,
shit with more
clothes, and
common
store
sense
weapons
than
at
you.
your
Do it
weapon locker
properly.
at your tent. Alright, getting established. Chapter 2, Horseshoe Overlook. A couple of weeks later, and I got an achievement, Back in the Mud, completing Chapter 1. Wow, beautiful.
Got off
I
the
love
mountain
living in North America.
and rode east into some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more. And
He's a writer.
I can see he's
That's
thinking
great.
a little clearer. I think we all feel a little happier, in spite of Blackwater and that whole mess.
Oh man, I want to get some nice clothes.
Jose?
Thanks, Hosea. I gotta make myself a tea too.
Quite a day.
Let's hope so.
There's a bunch of the boys already in Valentine. Bill, Charles, and Javier.
Might even
And
finish,
Swanson
make myself
found
a coffee.
something down at the train station by the lake, apparently. And Strauss came back with that creepy little smile on his face. I'm sure there's a whole list of unfortunates he's forced money upon.
Thank you. And you?
I'm gonna read a book.
Amen, man. I love that. Compendium updated camera. I got a camera. Progress. Story. Challenges. Oh, heck yeah. This is where it gets fun. All right, this is where things get fun. Do I got a camera?
Oh, Arthur, my boy. My dear boy.
What's going on?
Ammo, health, supplies can be found
Nothing
around
at all.
camp.
For the first
Current stock
time
levels are
in
shown
weeks,
when
nothing.
near the tithing box.
We're free
Beard gets long, you can use a shave kit.
to plan our own futures once more.
I hope so, Dutch.
You kept the faith, Arthur. You always kept it.
What are you puffing me up for? What do you want from me? Why are you talking sweet to me? Each day Pearson will make a stew which you can eat from the pot. I think I need to change to the regular. There we go.
Morning, Arthur.
Okay, so now it's time to explore the camp. I would like to do some hunting and some chilling out, but I'm going to make myself some coffee. And And take a short break. I don't really have anything going on, like I said. All right. Well, I'm going to take a break. For anybody who watched, love you.